Well, hey yo everyone, and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 441st stream where we are going to be playing Mario Kart Tour. It is a very sleepy Mana, and yet I think we're going to be pretty hyped because, as you can see, the maintenance period is, in effect, all that good stuff. But Wednesday, midnight, the start of the day, we've got Mario Kart Tour. And Evil Guy, welcome on in. I am still up, and I apparently am a crazy kid. Dash Magnum, thank you so much for being here. I hope your laundry goes well. Jan Slot, welcome as well. I'm so happy that people actually showed up. I know it's super, super late, but we're going to have a lot of fun anyways. So, I'm going to just tap the two title screen just to see if by any chance we get anything. It's still currently under maintenance, which is what I expected, but that's fine. So I'm going to switch over to our just chatting screen for a little bit so that we can continue to do that. No surprise, probably to any of you, I am not going to be using webcam tonight. I am in my pajamas. I kind of got up and thought, you know what, let's just do this. And that's why you see things the way they are. No problems, though. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't really know a whole lot about this game, to be honest. So, whatever we do discover, well, it will be together. So, how many of you are planning on getting this game or maybe have it already pre-installed? What's the scoop? What's the lowdown? I've looked at a few things online. Nintendo has put out a few little ads and things like that, and it seems pretty slick. But some people are, I think, rightly nervous about the fact that there are microtransactions and all of that in our Mario Kart. So we'll see. I have a feeling that if they keep to the playbook that they've used for Dragalia Lost, for example, it'll be just fine. Also, hello, Ren. Welcome on in. Renet Devdalt. uh, boy, that's a toughie. Let's see. Renetadalt. Oh, I apologize. Please help me to say your name. So the game is available in 8 minutes. That's what I think. That's the idea. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Kippy, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? Happy Midnight Dash, Evil Guy says. Yeah, it should be pretty soon. But I've been a big fan of how Nintendo has handled the mobile titles as of late. I think they've done an exceptional job in understanding the current state of the mobile environment and, of course, playing right into the trends of microtransactions, gacha games, and timed elements and in-game currency that is both earned by playing and also in-game currency, or a currency system that's actually like a separate one, a secondary one that is using real money. So they've been doing all of that, but they've been a lot more generous than a lot of these games, and they haven't had blatant ads just popping in. And I think it's a good fit. Really, Nintendo is interested in bringing out their IPs to people who have either been lapsed Nintendo fans or a whole new group, maybe even a whole new generation of Nintendo fans. And that certainly seems to be where Mario Kart fits in. The nostalgia of Mario Kart is huge. I know there are going to be some classic tracks, so I'm pretty excited about that. Also, here we go. It's a German name. Okay. Oh, it Renate. Renat. I unfortunately, actually, Ms. Mana, my spouse, my wife, she speaks German, but I don't, and I don't know the rules of pronunciation. Renate is what I would think, but that's probably more of a Latin pronunciation than a Germanic one. And then Dialte, which means the old, which I love that. I love it. So it's like, your name the old. I think that's a great username, honestly. That is so awesome. But I wish I knew how to say the first name. Anyway, we'll take a peek here. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to show you my current games. Here we go. Super sleepy mana. It is indeed Ghost and Kippy. Guess what? What is my what? What is my thought? And also, hey, it goes. So this is my lineup. I have multiple screens, of course, but this screen here, this one is all of my games, and some of these I have had to have things offload. I have it do it automatically. Some of these I haven't played recently. Some I have offloaded because they use up a lot of space. But anyway, you can see top to bottom here, left to right, the App Store and Steam and Moonlight, which actually allows me to play Steam games on my iPad, which is pretty cool. Platform apps, that is, what you see. It's all of the apps related to consoles and, in this case, also Star Wars, The Old Republic, the key there. Switch Online, and then all the Nintendo apps in order. And even though Miitomo is no longer working, I cannot bear to remove it from my iPad screen. It just sits there in a place of honor next to Mario Run, which actually is the second mobile title Nintendo created. So they all go in order, and then we go to the Pokemon folder, which has just exploded. I was looking at this recently and realizing how many Pokemon games have actually entered into the arena. We've got a whole slew of them here, starting with the TCG app, which is actually kind of cool. I didn't realize you could play on your iPad. I know that there is a desktop version of that software. I had it. I had everything hooked up and ready to go. I downloaded this, started it up, and everything synced. Pretty cool. Pokemon Shuffle, which was an excellent 3DS game. I played it more on the 3DS. I played a little bit of it on my phone, but I have it on here as well. Pokemon Go, of course, doesn't do a lot of good on my iPad, but it's there. And then we have Duel, Magikarp, which I want to play at some point. Playhouse, which actually Little Mana got to play a little bit of. It's kind of cute. I let her enjoy it while we were playing together, really, but I let her control everything. And it was kind of cute to see which Pokemon she gravitated towards. It's a kids learning app kind of thing. Not a lot of learning, though, so it's one we won't probably play a whole lot. Pokemon Quest, which is on the Switch, and I prefer playing it on there, but ultimately I kind of faded away from that. The card decks I haven't even looked at. Pokemon TV is all the Pokemon shows. Pokemon Pass is one of those things I'm sure that I would have learned about if I had actually watched the last Pokemon Direct, but I'm just not that big of a Pokemon fan, I hate to say. Pokemon Masters I haven't even tried yet, and the Rumble Rush or whatever that is, which actually does interest me. I haven't done it yet. This is Adventure of Mana and Secret of Mana on my iPad, of course. And then now playing, these are just some other games that are kind of high on my list, things I want to play or, I kind of feel like are standout. So that's what this is. Eglia is one that I actually streamed. Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition is amazing. I want to get it on the Switch and play it there. This game here, it just says Sky, is made by the creators of Journey, and I would love to actually play this on stream at some point. And Tiny Wing is just a classic. Educational games, Games Archive, Games Tools, and Reference. That's all just, pretty self-explanatory, but also kind of boring. So we're going to go ahead and pop back into this and see if maybe, since it is 11:59, we might get something here. I don't know. Currently still under maintenance. Pokemon Pass is basically the replacement for physical codes and other methods of redemption for special giveaways and events, Ghost says. Aha. Okay, that's good to know. Kippy says, I want to subscribe, but it brings me back to stream. What? Oh. Well, but thank you so much for wanting to, Kippy. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry you're having technical difficulties, but just enjoy being here, and thank you. Thank you, regardless. Ghost says, don't know if I'll be watching as much once the game drops. Want to get my first impressions myself, naturally, Might need to catch your thoughts during the Dragalia stream. Of course, Ghost, no problem. I totally understand. If you end up diving into the game, feel free to pop in and share some thoughts every once in a while if you would like. I don't know how much I'm actually going to be streaming, but, hey, there it is. Now, yeah, there's a lot here. I wish that I could, yeah, I, there's a lot. There's a lot that I don't know. Oh boy, and look, and it's starting. I wanted to pop over and see on Twitch how many people are actually streaming this game. And there are quite a few, as a matter of fact. So a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon. I guess, hey, there you go. Currently under maintenance. We'll continue to wait patiently. Not so patiently. Who knows? Evil guy, I was giving you the grand tour there of my iPad. A fun little detail that probably is more fun for me than anyone else, but Ms. Mana and I, after a number of years, are ready to get some phone upgrades. I actually still am rocking the 6, not even the 6S or whatever the second generation was. It is the 6, and the latest version of iOS it does not support that far back. So it's officially time for Mana to get a new phone. Ms. Mana is getting a new one as well. I am happy that the iPhone 11 was priced a lot more competitively. So I think it's still an expensive phone, but considering I make my iPhones last a really long time, I've only had 2 in my lifetime. I've had, I mean, they've been swapped out because of, like, one of them actually had a couple of issues, and Apple just kindly swapped them out for a refurbished one, or however it works. But I believe it was a 4, and then the 6, and the 6 lasted me up until now. I've only had 2 iPads, the original, which I stood in line to get because I was so excited about the iPad, and then the Air 2, which is what I'm rocking today. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get another upgrade on the iPad, but for now, the Air is doing just fine. Great for all the games. Oh, and Ghost says I'd probably still be on the iPhone 6 Plus if it didn't encounter a really bad error that made the screen unusable half of the time, which, yeah, that would probably put a damper on things. So I understand that. All right, I'm going to the title screen, giving it a few more tries. I'm still seeing this maintenance period, so who knows. So you moved up to an iPhone 8 Plus. Oh, nice. Okay. I'll be honest, I had hoped that maybe I could have eked one more year out just because, well, I'm not really a big fan of the notch. But what are you going to do? Multi-undertone. Love it. Great name there. And also, welcome on in. And the Fog, welcome on in. iPad, yes, that's what I'm rocking. Multi-Undertone says, I just got an ad for the new MW. It looks so good. Also, hello. MW. What is that? But everyone, welcome on in. Thank you so much for joining me. This is such a sleepy stream. There will be no face cam tonight. You'd see all the bags under my eyes, and I'm in my pajamas and just trying to enjoy the evening, as it were. So, Modern Warfare. Okay, multi-undertone. There we go. Acronyms can be hard, especially in the gaming world. Hopefully we'll get this up and running here soon. In the meantime, we're just having a good time chatting, talking about, well, all kinds of things. I guess I'm still chatty even at midnight, which is my time zone, my time zone's time, as it were. 12:04 a.m. I guess you can see that up in the top left corner. Isaac says that their app will not load. That is what I am finding as well. I have been a little concerned, wondering to myself if perhaps this maintenance period that, is just listed as a date and time actually doesn't mean what we think it means. It could be a prolonged period of time, in which case maybe this app won't actually load. Maybe it, quote, starts at midnight, even though the app loaded onto my device a lot earlier. So we'll see. I'm a little worried. But anyway. Yeah, multi-undertone. I get it. And Brooksy, hello. Of course, Nintendo messed it up already. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, Again, who knows exactly what the plan was, but I'm just waiting. I'm excited. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Since I do see a few names that are not maybe super familiar, I'll just take a moment to introduce myself. I am Art of Mana. You can call me Mana, and this is an Ask Me Anything kind of stream. I love to do that just to basically let people get to know me, because otherwise we're missing a pretty significant point in Twitch. I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer. I focus mostly on Nintendo, which has been a passion of mine for a very long time, since my very first ever encounter with a video game, which was Super Mario Bros. On the NES. I also stream retro games, and I do all of that on original hardware. Now, I try to play on all of my old systems. I've kept all my Nintendo systems throughout the years and found ways to use that original hardware and stream it. I'm streaming on an official iPad right now, as a matter of fact. But I also sometimes will play virtual console games or the NES and SNES Classic Editions. I have the PlayStation 1, which I need to do an unboxing of at some point, put up on YouTube. I also actually have a desire to get the Genesis version, or Genesis micro console, mini console, whatever it is, and the TurboGrafx 16 one. Maybe then at that point I'll have gone so far into this that I'll have to go and seek out the Commodore 64 one and any others that are out there. I also like to play indie games, which sometimes I'll do reviews of them, and I like really just sharing my passion and excitement about games and the industry and sharing a lot of things. I like to collect video games. I like to talk about video games, and all of this in a very positive place for all of you to enjoy. So if you like what you see and what you hear, please hang out with me tonight. I won't be streaming super long. We'll just kind of see how everything goes. And yeah, I don't know. Brooksy says, I can't wait to play this for free, including one track, and then pay $30 in in-app purchases to actually get the game. Multi-Undertone is agreeing with that. So do we actually know how this game is going to work, like adding friends, playing friendly games, and such? Not totally. I think some people have gotten a sense, but it's also probably changed since some of the Android testing, beta testing. Not having an Android device, I could not participate in that. So right now, I'm just kind of basing all of my info really off of the couple of ads I've seen. I know that Mario Kart Tour was featured.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Thank you so much, Multi-Undertone. I really appreciate that. Just get ready to whip out the wallet, Brooksy says. Yeah, this game was featured on, Nintendo's YouTube, YouTube's ads. YouTube ad. What am I trying to say? All of Nintendo's YouTube ads lately seem to be Mario Kart Tour. There we go. Featured on their advertising on YouTube. That's what I was trying to say. So, Ardelia, you aware that this is after midnight, right? I do, Ardelia. I cannot believe that it is this late, but it is. And Multi-Undertone, thank you again for joining the Friends of Mana. What I've gathered is that this is going to be a horizontally played game, probably in keeping with that desire, kind of like Mario Run, which some of us are talking about, and trying to keep it playable with, one hand on your device kind of thing. It's going to feature real-life courses, in other words, real-life places around the world. I believe the Eiffel Tower is one of the locations that you race in, and also a collection of retro circuits, and those will be included for the nostalgia bit, which I think is actually really wise as well, because then people will probably say, hey, I want to go out and purchase Mario Kart 8, and then maybe Mario Kart 9, or if this is 9, then 10, So it'll be kind of cool. Doskados, welcome on in, my friend. How are you? Brooksy says, hate to be a negative Nancy, but this is Nintendo. Well, you'll be paying for this game at the end of the day. I have a policy, a personal policy regarding free-to-play games. My theory is this. I prefer to purchase a game in full. In fact, this is kind of what I think of Super Mario Run. I think that actually was pretty cool. Even though multi-undertone, I understand you're saying it was a bit of a fail, to be honest. Makes me sad because I've always loved Mario games. Yeah. As Ghost says, I did love Mario Run, so it made me sad that it didn't do well financially. I think that was kind of a neat concept to bring Mario and just have it be a one-time purchase. Now, having it connected to a server, that was kind of one gripe I had. But then once Nintendo adopted the free-to-play, I figured, okay, this is a service-based game. This is what Nintendo wants to do with mobile. They don't want their games to live on mobile. They want control to take it away when they want to take it away. This is a way of bringing people to the Nintendo ecosystem. The games have not really asked for a lot of money. I mean, I haven't put any money into Dr. Mario yet, if I'm not mistaken. The game I've put the most money into is Dragalia Lost, and that is simply because I think they did a really fantastic job. I keep playing that game. I play that game more than some of my other games. So at some point I had to kind of think, well, maybe maybe I just need to support the development team, and hopefully this will keep going. Shadow 2K, welcome on in. When does it start? Well, I don't know that we fully know yet. And Ardelia, you might be wondering that as well. I'm so glad you're here, my friend. I hope you're doing a little bit better today. Basically, this game has what you can see here on the screen. Maintenance period, Wednesday, midnight. Okay. That has come and gone. The thing that worries me is it says maintenance period. I think everyone sort of said and assumed, and then I thought, well, it could be that this game was going to actually start at midnight. I don't know that that's actually the case. You know, they're probably still rolling things out. So, Evil Guy says, I'm surprised this many people are up at midnight. I know. Should I start streaming all the time at midnight? Everyone, once again, welcome. I hope you are enjoying this. We can just hang out and chat. If you have questions, if you want to ask me something, if we want to talk about Nintendo, mobile apps, any of that, let's do it. We've got some time to kill until hopefully this does start. We can actually play the game. I'm going to take a moment and just see by perusing Twitch if there are others who might be playing the game currently. Multi-undertone tells Evil Guy, everyone's either on TikTok or trying to get onto Mario Kart Tour. No in between. Nobody's sleeping either. It's half the world on TikTok or Mario Kart Tour. I'm not seeing anything yet. I do recognize too, if only I actually did have face cam, right? You know, then I bet we might have a little bit more fun on your end. But hey, at least we get to hang out together. I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream. I'm in my pajamas, all that stuff. Leaps Frogs 24. You thought it would be on at 12 or at midnight. That's what I think a lot of us expected. That being said, it does say maintenance period, and I'm not sure if they're kind of thinking that it begins at that time, you know? That's where I'm at with it. I don't know what to expect. But thank you so much for being here. And Young Boy 2020, I'm so glad you're here as well. I wonder if this game is going to blow up. Hopefully it does. I have a feeling it is. It's Mario Kart. Who doesn't like Mario Kart? Look, let's talk Mario Kart for a little bit. My first experience with the franchise was with Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. This was also the game that drew me to Nintendo Power. I remember going to a shop and finding a magazine with Mario Kart on the cover, and Mom saying, hey, look, isn't that the game that, you know? And I said, oh yeah, look at that. And maybe in an effort to further inspire me to read, we ended up bringing that copy home. And then that was my favorite magazine for a very long time. So Super Mario Kart, was a big part of the SNES era for me. I loved it, really enjoyed it. Of course, Mario Kart 64 is huge. That was a game that, in fact, I actually played a whole bunch in college with a lot of friends, and I put a lot of time into that game. Double Dash is one of the games that I haven't actually played a whole lot until recently when I started my Mario Kart franchise playthrough.
Thank you for joining the Friends of Mana.
It's past midnight here in Western Canada. Servers are still offline. Yeah, so far, I'm not seeing anything yet drawable. But thank you so much for joining the Friends of Mana. I really do appreciate that. So I've recently started this Mario Kart franchise playthrough where I've actually played every single Mario Kart game in order on original hardware, on the actual original system that it came out for, with the original carts, original controllers, the whole 9 yards. Now, it's on a bit of a break right now. I'm kind of switching things out, and by playing Mario Kart Tour right now, I ended at the Mario Kart Wii era, so I'm needing to stream Mario Kart Wii. I did, in fact, do Mario Kart DS. That was a lot of fun. I have a 3DS capture card, so I was able to do that. And I ended up taking a break because I know there's a lot of new people here, so I should probably say this. I recently moved out of state. My wife and daughter and I, we wanted to move to be closer to family, especially to grandparents. And so we had a lot of life changes, new jobs, all of that. I'm going to take another little detour here and share with you all that today we got some extremely exciting news. And, I wasn't sure if I was going to mention this or not, but hey, things are huge right now. We've got a lot of people joining us and a lot of new Friends of Mana and a lot of just hype around this night. Let me tell you, we had put an offer on a house, okay? And we thought that we were the only ones putting on an offer. And it turns out that there were others. That wasn't what we were led to believe at the moment. Maybe we would have gone a bit higher, but it's all of the stuff that we're worried about and we're thinking about because we're worried that we're not going to get this house that we decided we really liked. And there's this other offer, and they had the sellers had countered that offer, and so we thought, well, this is likely not going to happen for us, so we'll have to keep looking. And then, we said, hey, if anything happens, we really like this house. If anything happens, just keep us in the loop. And our realtor says, I've never seen anything like this. That whole deal just fell through. Now, here's what the issue was for them. The sellers needed time in order to find a home. As we would later discover, actually, they had put their house on sale because they wanted to buy this other house. And then the, hold on a second, everyone. Hang on a sec. I'm going to put a pin in this story because I'm getting some information just coming in. I feel like I'm on the radio right now and I'm saying, this is an Amber Alert or whatever that's, I should hold my phone up and do that, whatever that is. The Fog is saying that they are saying the game is going to start at 1 a.m. They posted it on Twitter. Goose Kid, apparently that's your name now. Ghost, sorry. Says, oh, shoot, you're right, Fog. I misread their tweet. Leaps Frog says, just check Twitter. It'll happen at 1. Drawable says the official Mario Kart Tour Twitter tweeted 20 minutes ago that the servers will be online at 1 a.m. And there's a lot of crying and wailing and gnashing of teeth right now. And breaker, man. This is Ghost over. So, shoot. All right. Artie says you're crashing the server. They can't handle the hype. That's right. Multi-Undertone says, Double Dash was my heckin' childhood. I love that game so much. Oh, I really got into it once I started playing it. Really got into it. And yeah, so you can tell I've taken a lot of detours. My point in sharing the story of the home is, of course, we're not moved in to a home yet. We're staying with my in-laws at the moment, which is wonderful that we had this opportunity. But that's why all my systems are packed up still. I basically have access to mobile, Switch, and PC right now for streaming. Anyway, so to continue, I'll continue the story about the house. Some of you might be interested in it. I'm going to just keep up, I think, for now and see how it goes. If we get to 1, then maybe I'll stream a little Mario Kart. Maybe we won't quite get to 1, but I think I'm okay with this. They forgot to account for daylight savings, Leaps Frog says. Is that what it is? Maybe. But we'll keep chatting for now. I'll finish this story and then we'll kind of process this sad news a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, especially I think some of you have followed this long sordid tale for quite a while. Well, we found out through a friend of a friend, because this is a small town, that what had happened is that they had put their house up because they had found their dream house. They put their house up for sale so that they could purchase this as their home, but they didn't. Their offer wasn't accepted. But while their house was up on the market, they got all these other offers, and including ours. And ours apparently was too sweet a deal, because we basically said, look, we are not in a hurry. We've got a roof over our heads and we can wait. So that was the biggest thing they wanted, because the initial counter offer was basically to say, look, can we have some lenience for time in order to search for another home? And the original offer makers had really said, no, we're in a bit of a bind. We need to be able to, move in earlier and have a set date. So we kind of came in and said, like, well, no, take your time. It's okay. We've extended this now twice. And we're just like, hey, let's take your time. We want your house. We want your house. Just take your time. So, but it's been, I think, like 6 weeks or something like that. And, and I start feeling like we're losing hope. This last weekend, we took another tour of the house. I said, I still love it. We all felt the same. My in-laws got to see it. My parents, sadly, were on a camping trip, so couldn't see it. But we're excited about the house, and we're just thinking, oh, I hope this works. Well, we run into a problem unlocking the door. The Bluetooth box that holds the keys, because now everything is Bluetooth. Did you know that? The locks, the little box that holds the keys, not the locks, but the box that holds the keys that unlock the locks. Jeez, it's definitely midnight, isn't it? That box now for realtors is a Bluetooth enabled device, and you hold your phone up to it and basically unlock it through Bluetooth. How crazy is that? So our realtor, oh yeah, God bless her. She was trying, and her Bluetooth wasn't working, and it was all these things, and it was updates, and it was just a mess. So, so the homeowner, one of the homeowners comes, and she ends up opening up the home for us, since we got to see her, and she just, a short little thing she says. We shake hands, and everyone introduces one another. She just says, "Hey, we're trying really hard. That gives me hope." Okay, they're trying hard to find a house. That means they're serious about this. We find out yesterday that they had put an offer down, and it was a pretty darn good offer. And then this morning we find out that offer is contingent on them selling the house, of course, which means that they want to look at our offer to make sure our offer is serious and that we can do it, and we're, all the pre-approval for financing and all that kind of stuff. And turns out, so we oh gosh, I'll put another pin in this. We'll finish the story in a moment. Donald, welcome on in. Where is Mario Kart Tour? It's not here until 1. That's what I've learned, but we're able to just chat right now. I'm sharing a little bit about our house. We're going to do some Ask Me Anything. We can just chat for a bit about Mario Kart, mobile titles, whatever you would like, and then we can go from there. It is past midnight, Donald. Apparently, the official Twitter account has posted that the servers will be live at 1 a.m. Pacific time. That's in an hour. Well, it's in a half hour, actually. 36 minutes, so we're getting pretty close. What is this? Smash Dasher Forever. Hello, microtransactions. Maybe the first microtransaction is just to unlock maintenance mode or get out of maintenance mode, right? Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I love it. I'm meeting so many wonderful people here. I will introduce myself in a moment more properly, but I want to finish a little story I'm sharing about moving. So my wife and daughter and I actually ended up moving recently out of state, and I'm catching everyone up on the status of finding a house.
You are among friends. Thank you for following Art of Mana.
Smash Dasher forever. Thank you ever so much for that. Super pumped to have you here. Thank you so much. Zachary, hello,
Thanks
welcome
for joining
on in.
the Friends of Mana.
Holy cow. All I needed to do was play some Mario Kart Tour, and all of the Friends of Mana are rolling on in. Zachary, thank you so much. The answer to your question of how long is this under maintenance is for another about half hour. The official Twitter account has posted that the servers will be live at 1, so yeah, in about 35 minutes. Well, hello. We've got is it a decent boy? And Ariana Love.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Oh my goodness, everybody's coming in. Thank you ever so much, everyone. I really do appreciate this. This is not a typical Mana time for me to be streaming, but apparently...
You are among friends. Thank you for following Art of Mana.
I don't even know what's happening. We've got a whole influx of new Friends of Mana, and I am ever so appreciative. Thank you so much. So we've got Pablo, maybe? Pablo Live? So many follows, I know. Mr. Brian, wow.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Would you all perhaps like to know a little bit about myself before? And then the host, Smash Dasher Forever. All this love, I can't even handle it tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. I really do appreciate it. That's about 4 a.m. for Zachary, so he's going to go to sleep. Hey, that sounds like a plan. Hey, I just realized something, everyone. 3 things. Do not let me forget. I've got some things I've got to talk about here. First of all, remind me, please, somebody remind me to talk about my shirt. That's going to make sense in a little bit. We also have to talk about who I am, because we have a lot of new people here, and I need to finish my story about the house. I know a lot of you are waiting with bated breath. Let's take a moment, pause, and I'm going to just share a little bit about myself again, because so many people are new here. I'm just trying to be welcoming. I want you to know that you are welcome here. This is an E for Everyone community, and we keep it family friendly so that everyone feels that warmth and welcomeness. But I'm Art of Mana. You can call me Mana, and feel free to ask me anything. So, like I said, family friendly, E for everyone, all that good stuff. We keep things squeaky clean, but also just really positive and fun. We share the ups and the downs, however, and try to be supportive in this community. And it's been amazing. I've met so many wonderful friends through streaming on Twitch. I stream mostly Nintendo, retro, on original hardware, and indie titles. I am a big fan of Nintendo and have been all my life, since Super Mario Brothers on the NES. I have all of my old Nintendo consoles. I've streamed on this channel. I've streamed even the Virtual Boy, and on original hardware. I just pointed a camera in that lens, and I got it dialed in, and by gum, we did it. So I've got a 3DS capture card. I've got all this stuff set up in order to be able to share my passion for the industry of gaming, to share a lot of different games. Sometimes that means growth isn't so fast because I'm playing games that, definitely don't rise up to the top on the Twitch algorithm. But that is okay because, again, this is a chance for us to connect over a shared and common interest in video games. So if you like this, please do follow, come back. I'm getting back into the swing of things in a rhythm, but all right. Speaking of getting in the swing of things, I'm clearly not, because I only just noticed that somehow I managed to put my pajama shirt on inside out. And it took me until just now to realize this. I was like, what? This feels weird. Anyways. All right, Jonathan, thank you so much for being here. 4 a.m. Well, good night. Thank you, Jonathan, for being here, for saying hello, and thank you for the good night as well. I hope you have one as well. Enjoy. Be well. Do good. I'll catch you later. Ariana is going to wait alongside me. Thank you so much. I am really grateful for all of you. Just stick around because I know that this is it was pretty late for a lot of you, including myself, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Another half hour seems like it'll come by pretty quickly. So to finish my story now on the house, we get this message that the sellers of the house we want. Oh gosh, you know what? This it gets really hard to think about. Okay, so let's do this. So we are A. The sellers of the house that we want to buy are B, and the sellers of the house that we want to buy are C. I think I did that right. Okay. I have played Overwatch on stream, actually. Smash Dasher Forever. Story finish, already says. So party C was concerned that party B needed to sell their house in order to buy party C's house. And for that, they needed to look at party A, and they looked at party A, and now we got pre-approved for financing and all that. And we've been with a credit union for a while. And we're going to be changing credit unions because we're moving to a new location. And they, for whatever reason, this credit union had great reviews and all that good stuff. But Party C had an encounter they didn't like with credit union, the credit union we're using. And it was around pre-financing or something like that. So they were just kind of concerned. So we're like, okay, fine, we'll get pre-approved with whoever you want. And that's what we did this morning. Our realtor was just going to bat for us and did it. And that offer was accepted. Yes, Ardelia, that was a slow build up to basically say, yes, that offer was accepted. Party B is buying a home, meaning that party A, that is us, have a home. It's just a matter of ironing out the details at this time, making sure everything's in place, doing all the inspections and moving and all that fun stuff. But we don't have any cause for concern, any reason to suspect any issues. It's a 1950s home, great bones, well maintained, good stuff, fantastic yard and beautiful garden, all this stuff. We're so excited. And there's room even where in the future I can build a studio for Art of Mana, which would be so great. But in the meantime, there's a room that we can set up, and I have an idea how to make it all work and to use it for streaming and recording and have all of my consoles hooked up at once. So it's really easy just at the tap of a button to be able to go to whatever console in the past I would like to go to. Great news. I'm super excited. Then the garage is another thing. The garage could always be converted. That's another thing we talked about. So there's a lot of options, a lot of great things. And little man is super excited. And she just can't wait for her room to be painted purple. Anyways, Gamer Streams 23. There we go. That's I think what I'm supposed to say. Gamer Streams 23 says this is not up yet. What? Okay, it is not up yet. The official Twitter did actually announce that the server maintenance is midnight to 1 a.m. So no, it is not up. We've got another about half an hour before things go live. And Ardelia says, good things come to those who wait. Indeed. I'm super excited. It was a lot of waiting. It was a long, laborious process. And yeah, started to kind of doubt in the end there, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. So thank you, Ardelia. I know you've been so supportive. Smash Dasher Forever says, you download the app from the App Store? Correct. Now, I had pre-ordered the app. I mean, it's a weird thing where we pre-order free-to-play apps. I don't know what world we live in, but 2019, Nintendo on the App Store, on iOS, you pre-order the games. So it just popped up on my games list right away. In fact, let me show you that games list one more time. This is my games list. A lot of good stuff here. I suppose we have a half hour. You know what? Let's pop into Dragalia Lost. Maybe? Nah. No, we'll do more. We'll do that. We'll do real quick. Just to do some things here, lest you think I, I won't be playing any games. We got a little Dragalia lost just for a moment. Oh, let's be careful. We don't want to get a copyright strike for the audio in this game. So, Apple Arcade is so awesome. That's great to hear their gamer streams because I'm really looking forward to it. Look, we got the daily bonus. Happened to be skip. We got skip tickets and then a summon voucher, which is kind of cool. I'm really pumped about that, actually. So tell me, why do you think Apple Arcade is so awesome? Sudden Dragalia says, right? You pre-ordered Smash Dasher Forever? Excellent. Zachary says, do you think this is going to be hard to play on iOS? I do not. Hey, look at that. That was the last of my first anniversary countdown bonus. So I have 2 vouchers there. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Dragalia Lost, everyone. I know.
When hunting, don't just lock up.
Artie says, I need to sleep, but I will watch the vlog later. Night all. Super happy for you. Artie, thank you so much. Thanks for hearing my story and staying up with me for that. And that's okay. The vlog will be here. And also tomorrow night, I'm planning on streaming some Dragalia Lost, the little event actually that was right here in this notice. The first anniversary Dragalia Digest incoming. So I'd like to actually stream that tomorrow. And some Mario Kart Tour. So Artie, good night, sleep well, do well and be good. And Gamer Streams 23 says, plus all the games are compatible with PS4 or Xbox controllers. The games are so good, especially the new Exit the Gungeon. Oh yeah. No, I'm planning on getting it. I really am. I'm super excited for it. It just looks really like a solid kind of thing that doesn't cost a lot of money. And in this world of we've got Google Stadia and all this stuff, kind of taking away physical purchases and costing an arm and a leg. It's really nice that Apple did not go that route. I think they actually have a pretty nice looking service there, and it's wonderful that they are supporting development of a lot of indie titles right now. So it's unique. I don't know many platform holders that just invest in other development teams to create content for them that way. And I think it is kind of cool. So there you go. Smash Dasher Forever says Apple Arcade is now available. It is for the phone, but not on iPad because the latest version of iOS has not yet been released. But it is available on the phone. How are you going to do the items in Mario Kart Tour? I think it's all... It's simplified, is my understanding. I don't know how simplified, but it's simplified. Maybe it's automatic. Maybe there's one tap for whatever. I don't know. I think it can work. I mean, it's more interesting to me that it is in portrait mode over landscape mode, and I have a feeling that there is not actually going to be a tilt control to this game. That surprises me because it seemed like a pretty obvious no-brainer, but I again think that Nintendo is trying to go that route of the, Super Mario Run, where it's playable with one player, or one hand, rather, I think that's the idea. Okay, I'm just cruising through some of this stuff real quick. Do I want void? I don't want. Let's go to the events real quick. I'm just gonna do a few of these things. I can always do this later. Come on. Oh, I'm on the events page. What am I doing? There we go. That's what I wanted. Sorry, I'm getting distracted trying to play this game. Yes, I am a fan of Nintendo games, indeed. Yes, Smash Dasher Forever. I really am. I just think Nintendo has a great sense of quality. They work really hard in order to make sure their games are top notch. And I really think that they come up with games that are appropriate for everyone. They're just timeless and fun, and it's great, and I think that's cool. Right now, I'm using a skip ticket here. I've got a new set of players that are all going to be just set up here for trying to level up, because skip tickets are an easy way to do that. So just getting a few of these things nailed down. And actually, Ghost Kid, you can always tell me if there's suggestions for things I could do a little bit better, kind of streamlining the process here. We also have an alliance on Dragalia Lost for any of you who are interested in joining the alliance de Mana. So, is there a reason you always choose no helper for solo quests? Ghost says. I don't know, to be honest. It's kind of just something I don't even think about anymore. It's more like trying not to show favoritism on stream, and then just became habit. I don't know. It's not a great reason, but it's what I can think of. And then here we go. We're going to do this on expert. I say I should have done it, but I did not. One more. Hello there, Obliminal Gamer. Mario Kart hype indeed. I'm super excited for it. Super pumped. Welcome on in. I hope that you are doing well. Yes, we have Mario Kart hype indeed. We've got about 20 minutes now. Super excited. We've been talking a lot about the game and how it might actually play. We don't know a whole bunch. I mean, we're trying to figure out how the items will work. I believe I've heard that it is a simplified form. Rupees from... Did I not collect? Wait a minute. Did I not collect? I mean, there's some stuff here. I'm gonna probably go back, but let's just collect there. There we go. Now I've done that. Okay. They have a YouTube video on the game. Yeah, so that's what I thought. There's some stuff I've seen. It's been a little while. I haven't actually seen everything. Kind of been trying to keep myself spoiler free. That's something I care about. But we'll see. There we go. So I have to play a quest playing co-op, and I've got to do some void battles. And I'll clear up all of those. So that's pretty cool. It's nice to make some progress in this game. Right now, there's a lot of good things. And Ghost Kid and I actually had a blast doing some void battles this weekend. And, oh, man, good stuff. Good stuff. He is a very talented player. So, all right, there we are. That's a good spot probably to move back here and just check for the sake of checking. How are you doing, Mario Kart Tour? It's one tap to use items. Anywhere on the screen there, Obliminal Gamer? Thank you for letting me know that. That's actually really helpful. Servers are up, but it says the servers are full. So it's hard to get in, but it's up and running. Really? Oh, look at that. Servers are experiencing heavy traffic. Your login request will be processed in the order it was received. Oh, dear. Okay. I am worried here that maybe I shouldn't have been playing so much Dragalia Lost. But thank you for letting me know that, Obliminal Gamer. I really appreciate that, actually. That's pretty huge. And it's nice to be on a screen other than the one that we were on before. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah. I'm just... I don't know. I really don't know. I'm scrolling through on Twitch just because I'm curious. I like to see... You know, at one point, a lot of people were playing right at midnight, and now there's like 3 people on here. But, I'm seeing everyone else kind of playing other Nintendo apps on their devices. It's kind of funny. So, 17 minutes now, Zachary says. So many people, Smash Dasher Forever says, yeah, look at that. I mean, I'm not surprised. I guess is that... Oh, look, I just noticed there's that loading in the bottom right corner. It says starting and 12%. So I guess we can just kind of watch that. Maybe that'll give us a little bit of a clue as to when we'll start. You'll come back in 15 minutes, Smash Dasher Forever says. That's probably smart. I'm not seeing that 12% moving at all. So Smash Dasher Forever, please. And thank you so much for joining the Friends of Mana and for being here. So if you'd like to to do that, duck out for a few. If you want to come back, great. You're more than welcome. If anyone wants to lurk, that's totally fine. No problems whatsoever. If you're liking what you see, thanks for being here. That means a lot to me. And, if you want to see more, I right now am kind of in between schedules, but I definitely stream on Saturday mornings. Been trying to stream Friday nights. Tomorrow night, I'll be streaming some Dragalia Lost and Mario Kart Tour. So if you'd like to join me for that,
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
thank you. Thank you so much, Subliminal Gamer. Woohoo! It's so late for me. I'm gonna be tired in the morning, but come on. It's just too exciting. It's a Mario Kart game. On your phone, on your tablet. What is this nonsense? We live in an incredible time, my friends. So what are you most hyped for Mario Kart Tour? That's what I want to know. I've been trying to think what I'm most hyped for, and it changes. And that follow sound was so cute. Well, thanks, Subliminal Gamer. That was actually done by my friend Ginny Gravity. All of my alerts that you hear are all recordings of Friends of Mana. That's one of the things, again, I feel like community is really at the core of what makes Twitch unique and great. It's number one best asset is that it's a place to foster online community. And so I really wanted to have all of the Friends of Mana, be a part of my streams and Twitch. Zachary says, they're different carts. That's what Zachary's excited for Mario Kart Tour. Subliminal Gamer says, I'm just hype I can play Mario Kart on my phone. So cool. I think that's it for me. Like, even though, I love my Switch, I play it all the time, there's something about just having a device that's with you all the time, your phone, and being able to access some great games. And just in those quick spurts, that's how these games are designed. Mario Kart actually isn't really a quick spurt kind of game, but this is going to be a quick spurt kind of game. That's how Nintendo treats mobile. Even Dragalia Lost, as a very in-depth, core game experience, is still able to be played in short spurts. Look, we just did it before coming over here. Wonky Weasel. I love the name. That's hilarious. Wonky Weasel. Bet you it has a battle pass. For sure, Nintendo is going to be figuring out ways to monetize this game, but I don't think there's going to be a battle pass. It is free to start for sure. Nintendo has actually adopted that model, though, because we have voted with our wallets, so to speak, and people didn't really support the model of Super Mario Run. I think that was also partly because, or maybe even more than partly, because of the fact that you didn't really own the game. You still had to connect to the servers, and if Nintendo decides at any point to shut those servers down, you lose the game. They've already done it with Miitomo. Mario Kart Tour is following Fire Emblem Heroes and Dragalia Lost, both of which have done really well financially. So I wouldn't be surprised if, they are really looking at this as the model for their games going forward, which I'm okay. I think it's going to be all right. I think that at this point in time, it's just a model that works for Nintendo. And I'm kind of getting a little more used to the idea of just this sort of, quote, subscription service for gaming, that we don't really own these. These are just experiences we get to enjoy kind of on the side. And I guess I enjoy sharing it in streams. So that's maintaining it for posterity in some way. Did I like Pokemon Masters? I will admit that I did not actually end up playing Pokemon Masters. I'm not a huge Pokemon fan in general. I have streamed, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And I've played some of Pokemon Blue, but it's not my biggest, most favorite franchise. So I haven't actually even tried Masters yet. We'll see. Ghost says they voted with their wallets and now they pay for their sins. It's pretty good. Yeah, this is my Pokemon folder. A fun fact, though, see, I keep these separate because if you look, Miitomo, Mario Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, Dragalia Lost, Pocket Camp, Dr. Mario, Mario Kart Tour, all of these games are Nintendo games that they worked with DNA on. But if you look at this is actually, it's you can just kind of tell it doesn't have that Nintendo polish. It's one of the things about Game Freak I've noticed over the years. Pokemon is a franchise that's very much Nintendo, and yet it's really very much not. It's an interesting in between. I think Nintendo probably is okay with the Pokemon Company doing kind of their own thing because, well, it's successful and ultimately points people back to Nintendo. The amount of people who believe that Nintendo actually made the game is huge, and I'm actually not ashamed to admit that I was one of them for a very, very long time until only recently when I went, wait a minute, that's interesting. So, Mr. Evo808, I was trying to find some info. Is there a cross-play with Mario Kart iOS versus Android? I believe the two are, yeah, I believe so. I think the only thing would be purchases done on one platform, and the in-game currency will not be transferable to the other if you were to play on the other. You can certainly, I assume when you say cross-play, do you mean playing with other people on other devices, or do you mean playing your account on multiple devices with different ecosystems? Because you can definitely do the latter, and I'm pretty sure you can do the former. Ghost says, same here, I haven't touched Pokemon Masters outside the tutorial. How long have you been in the log, in the queue for? Wonky Weasel says, 10 minutes now? 10 minutes, I think? Kippy is back, yay! Yeah, about 10 minutes for me is what it was. So I'm just still waiting. But thank you so much to all of you who have come and popped in. Again, since we have so many people that are new here, I just want to mention that I am Art of Mana. You can call me Mana, and I'm an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro, and indie titles. We keep a really positive community here, keep it squeaky clean so that everyone can enjoy themselves, and we can share this shared hobby and passion of gaming. Mr. Evo says, I have an iPhone and I want to challenge my sister on Android. Is that possible? Yes. I believe... I think so. Ghost is wondering if you lose your place in the queue by reloading to the title screen. I was wondering that too. I don't know. I believe it's just an error until all the servers open in 8 minutes, Nathan says. Nathan, thank you for sharing that. I keep refreshing by going to the title screen. I think that's probably fine. And Nathan, I think you're right. Thank you. Welcome on in, everyone. This is fun to experience this with all of you. This is what Twitch is all about. I wish I was sharing my face with you. Had I thought about this a little bit more, I probably would have prepared. Had I realized it would have been such a big and exciting stream, I probably would have had my face here. You could have seen me. I've got the green screen and all works. I've got the lights here, but then maybe it's kind of nice to not have that because I'm in my pajamas, my hair is all unkempt, and I'm sitting here in the dark, actually, which... as I mentioned, it just makes this sound really sad. But no, it's actually kind of nice. It's, makes sure I'm not getting too hyped because I'm going to have to go to sleep after this. Apparently, what is this? Apparently, by looking at in-app purchases, there is a subscription. It might be a subscription that unlocks everything. Really, Nathan? Huh. Fascinating. Battle Pass, my dude. Wonky Weasel says. Wonky Weasel, again. I know I mentioned it before. I love that name. Cracks me up. All right, so what else are we excited about for this game? I think the consensus so far, different carts. I think also I'm really excited that we're seeing Diddy Kong return for the first time in a long time. We're seeing some additional new characters that we never saw before. Pauline is making an appearance as a racer. Can you believe that? Pauline in her fancy red dress, her attire from New Donk City. So that's pretty cool. Nathan is saying $7.99 or seven. This is Australian dollars, but $7.99 a month. $7.99 in Australian dollars a month for this. Fascinating. Fascinating. I don't know what to make of that, actually. Okay, what I'm gonna do is pop over to the App Store real quick. I just want to make sure there's no personally identifiable information here. But I want to take a look and see these in-app purchases of which you speak. So let's do that real quick. Have you noticed there's a lot of games that are on the App Store trending right now that are actually on the Switch? I've been noticing that. Don't know what to make of it. Just thought I'd share it. It's under Gold Pass. Zachary says Diddy Kong is back, baby. Rotating maps is going to be sick, Wonky Weasel says. Ooh. Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay. Let's go back to this. There we go. You can see Mario Kart Tour, Race Around the World. Here we are. Look, let's show you real quick. This is, the video here. Oh, here. My apologies for that being so loud. I hope I didn't scare any of you too much, but here we go. Okay, so these are the screenshots here, so you can kind of get a sense of what this is going to look like. Here we go. Aim for a high score by using items and mastering your kart racing skills. It looks like you have items that stack in the top, and just by tapping, you'll use them, something along those lines. Frenzy mode, special challenges, which is kind of nice, kind of a comeback from the DS era. Collecting carts, badges, drivers, all of that. Look, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. Okay. So let's look at in-app purchases in a moment. I actually do want to... forgive me for being maybe perhaps a little paranoid, but I want to make sure that I'm not going to accidentally click on something or tap on something that is going to reveal personally identifying information. That's something that I think is fairly important. So we're going to put that on here, and I'm going to look at in-app purchases and see what we've got. Okay. Service is scheduled to begin at the following times. It actually says it right here, by the way. But 1 a.m. Pacific time, September 25th. So it actually had it right there. I wish I had noticed that sooner. Maybe I wouldn't have been on this foolhardy mission to stay up this late. I am not seeing in-app purchases right now. Hold on a sec. Oh, here we go. Offers. Oh no, okay, hold on. Okay. Interesting. I don't know where the thing I'm looking for is, so we'll just ignore that. But anyway, apparently there might be a subscription service. Who knows? That would be interesting. Unexpected, but interesting. You can see services scheduled to begin at the following times, around 1 a.m. Pacific time on September 25th. But here we go. Mario Kart takes a world tour. We'll just read this for a little bit. Dash has to go to bed. No problem. I understand, Dash. Thank you so much for being here and staying up with me. Sleep well. And I'll catch you tomorrow with some Dragalia Lost and more of this game, and you'll see it there, so that's good. Rav, hello, MarioKartTour.com has the details. There we go. That's another good place to go. Rav, thank you so much. It has the details of the Gold Pass. You get badges and stuff. Interesting. Well then, the first 2 weeks are free, and then you get that. Oh, interesting. Fascinating. I'm going to have to see. There's a lot here. I'm telling you, there's just so much. Ghost says, not awful. I've seen a different app that has a subscription costing $6 per week. That might be the worst recurring purchase I've seen. I actually saw that one too. I bet it's the same app. Can't remember the name, but it was a Totem something. Anyway. Nathan, is assuming it's monthly. Yep. Yeah. And thank you all for that. No problem. Catch you next time, too. Dash says, take care, my friend. All right, we're going to read this. Oh, wait, it's 1 a.m. Hold on. You probably likely read all of that. Let's go to Mario Kart, shall we? Anything? Oh. 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 The disappointment is real. The disappointment is real, my friends. Bummer. Bummer. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Nathan's having no luck. I'm going to have to put a pin in this at some point. So, let's say we'll give it another 10 minutes. Because it was within a few minutes that I had, or gosh, I think less than that I had tapped on this when things started moving with the server. So, we'll see. Wonky Weasel can't get in. It's probably a really heavy load, Ghost says. Nathan asks, do you unlock all courses and characters? I think you have to unlock those normally. I don't think the pass gets you that. Rav says, if it is monthly, or it is monthly, and you also get gold gifts and unlock 200cc. See, there's just so much I don't know. I'll go over to the website. Because we're just waiting. Let's see here. Pop that up. And, yeah. We will see what happens. I'm just going to pull it up on here. The first Sir Gamer, hello. How are you doing? Welcome on in. We're hoping. We're struggling. It's all the things here. Zachary can't get in. Everybody seems to have the same issue. You are not alone. Unfortunately, that's kind of the common thing right now. Definitely a heavy server load, I'm sure. So I am pulling up the Nintendo Mario Kart Tour website, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. Wonky Weasel asks, what do you think of the Apple Arcade thing? And no luck for Ariana either. The Apple Arcade thing sounds awesome. I mean, I'm actually planning on getting it. Unfortunately, the iPad hasn't had its updated iOS yet, so I'm still waiting for that in order to get Apple Arcade because my phone is an iPhone 6, and we're actually going to go out and pick up new phones pretty soon here. But until that point, I don't actually have a device that can play Apple Arcade. So, whoops. Okay, let's go back here real quick. Or not so quick. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Okay. All right, so Mario Kart Tour, here we are. Get your in-game registration card to play Mario Kart Tour. You can get this card by linking your Nintendo account in the game. That's what I plan on doing, of course. I've got all of that. Mario Kart Tour. This is the get more in-game rewards with the Gold Pass. That's what we're going to look at here, because that should be pretty interesting. It's interesting. I don't know why I didn't come across this sooner, and I feel like it's one of those things where, Nintendo has given us some information about this game, but clearly not everything. All right, so here we go. I'll pull this back up. I don't know why I changed the screens there, but there we are. We're back here. The Gold Pass is a subscription service that allows players to get more in-game rewards in Mario Kart Tour. First-time users can enjoy a 2-week free trial, and then it is $5 US per month. As of September 25th, 2019, the subscription price is subject to change. Please be sure to confirm the price in-app before making your purchase. This automatically converts to a monthly subscription at the then current price unless canceled. So that's kind of nice. So if they later decide to up the price, it'll continue at the lower price point for you. However, if the opposite is true, you might want to have to figure out how to do that. Maybe cancel your subscription and restart it. I don't know. What are the benefits for the Gold Pass subscribers? Well, 1, you get gold gifts by racing in tours. The above example shows gifts from one tour period. So I love that gold blooper cart right there. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Get special in-game badges from gold challenges. I'm not sure how important these will feel, or we'll see. We'll see what happens. And you unlock 200cc. That actually sounds more exciting than anything. I don't know if that would be a permanent unlock. If you cancel your subscription, maybe we'll find it out in this fine print. The 2-week free trial is only for first-time subscribers. When the free trial ends and an ongoing basis thereafter, when the free trial ends and on an ongoing basis thereafter, you will automatically be charged for a 1-month term unless you cancel your subscription. Please see details below on the deadline to cancel your free trial and on how to cancel your subscription. Oh, legalese, it's fun, right? Okay. Frequently asked questions. What is on the Gold Pass? How can I subscribe? Yeah, I think that pretty well. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Not a lot of stuff there. We'll just find out what we got in the game. And that's ultimately what it is. No luck from anyone so far. Coming up on that 10-minute mark for me. Let's go ahead and see if I am able to get in. Still the server screen, same thing, my friends. So yeah, we're maybe losing hope. That upbeat Mario Kart music is just not cutting it for us. I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then if we don't get in, my friends, this will have been an extremely wonderful time with you all, and I just thank you so much for hanging out with me, and for everyone who came in who's new. So many new people joined the Friends of Mana, followed this channel tonight, and I really wasn't doing this. I guarantee it. I wasn't just trying to say, hey, I think this game's gonna be popular. In fact, I don't even know how popular it is. There's not a lot of people streaming it. Maybe that's part of why so many people have stumbled upon this humble channel, but it is truly an honor to have had so many people that I've gotten to meet today. Things have been a little slow during my move, and my schedule has been a little up in the air, and I tend to just play a lot of different games and not a lot of games that people look for on Twitch. So this is a little uncommon for me, and you've really made my night. I mean it. Ghost says 1.5 hour long chill out stream, and that's what it is. We're just talking, we're just chatting about things we're excited for. And I think it works. I'm not seeing anybody who is in the game on Twitch either. Everybody is still on the screen that we see here. So I wonder if with Gold Pass it will work for 2 Nintendo accounts with 1 Apple ID. Oh, I don't know. Your sister and you use the same Apple ID. That's a good question, Nathan. I'm not sure what to say on that one. Not sure indeed. That would be that'd be an interesting scenario. I'm trying to think what could potentially be the case, and my thought would be that it wouldn't work with 2 Nintendo accounts. Actually, yeah. No, it probably would. It probably would. I think those two things are pretty separate, so yeah, you might actually have something there. It could work. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. I don't think I have a full-on answer for you on that, but, well, I don't know if Nintendo would, but I think it would probably work. Because when you log in to the game, it asks you for your Nintendo Network ID, not your Game Center account. So I would think that you could, you'd still be logged into whatever Game Center account it is, and then you just log in with a different Nintendo account. I bet it would work. Anyone else have any thoughts on that? Oh boy. I'm getting desperate here. I really want to get in. Oh, I want this to happen. I want this to happen so badly. Anyone in getting in? Is it anyone getting any luck? So far, not a lot on my end. Couple more minutes, maybe. Another streamer has gotten in, Mr. Brown says. Oh, really? Let's check the old Twitch now. Oh. Is this the it looks like is it a no, it's an English and Japanese stream. Pulse JP. I don't know anything about the fella, but that's what I'm seeing. Let me take a look. Pulse JP. Ariana's getting nothing. We're all just waiting. Obliminal Gamer. He's watching a video. Okay. All right. Obliminal Gamer thinks. No, that was a good catch, though. I actually was wondering that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. Good. We shall see what happens. All right. Title screen again. Oh, I don't know, though. Actually, it looks like he's playing, actually. Yeah. It does actually look like, yeah. Cool. All right, well, somebody is doing it. Didn't watch the guy. We all got trolled. I wish this would work, too. Oh, boy. And still being at that 12%. My goodness. At this point, I think we're all better off going to sleep. No point in exhausting yourself when the game should be live for the next stream. That's true. Okay, my friends. So here's the deal. as much as I would love to stay up late, it is 1:15. I do have work tomorrow, and possibly some housing things to coordinate. So this is as much as I can put in. I am going to chat a little bit while this menu is still here. We'll do one last check before we go, but let's go ahead and go to this screen right here. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight during this impromptu stream. I am going to be streaming tomorrow night. I'll be streaming the Dragalia Lost live stream in their 1-year anniversary, announcing all the details of future updates and content. We'll play a little bit of that, and we'll be playing a little bit of Mario Kart Tour. Actually, it probably will end up being more Mario Kart Tour playthrough, just because I'm so excited for it. What I would like to ask is, since I assume a lot of you will have picked up the game and probably played it before I stream tomorrow night, because it'll probably be about 8:30 or 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time that I get to stream. Would you mind if I took a peek at the game beforehand, or should I go into it completely fresh and then you can just kind of see if see the beginnings of the game through my eyes? Would you rather me wait for it, or does that matter to you? Little Danny, hello, welcome on in. Unfortunately, we're going to give it one last check, but I'm going to probably call it for tonight because it is so late for me. I am announcing, though, I am doing a stream tomorrow night for the Dragalia Lost video for their 1-year anniversary, and of course I'll be playing Mario Kart Tour. But I am curious if you'd like this to be a fresh initial look or something else, like where I've actually seen a little bit of the game first. It's live? You're in Nathan's live? What? We're going to take a quick peek. Hold on. Oh, darn. Nathan, congratulations! Ariana, not too big of a deal, but it would be cool to see your reaction and everything. Okay. I'll do this. I will not play the game. It'll be really tough, but I will hold to it. Oh my gosh, you posted a screenshot of the title page on Twitter, and now it has 300,000 views. Nice, little Danny. That's great. So please join me tomorrow night. I'm going to do one last little shout out, little information about me for all of you. My name is Art of Mana. You can call me Mana. And I am an E for Everyone variety streamer. I focus on Nintendo, retro, all on original hardware, and all of my old systems, and indie titles. And I'm just a big fan of Nintendo and video gaming, and I like sharing that hobby and some of the fun and the excitement around this hobby with all of you in this community on Twitch. It's been wonderful to hang out with you and to meet so many new people tonight. If you liked this, if you enjoyed this, please do consider following this channel. I don't have a super set schedule at the moment. It will get more so once we move into our new home, but I'm just thankful for all of you for being a part of my night and my experience of Mario Kart Tour at the start. Oh my gosh, Nathan got Toad as their first character. Little Danny says that he's in too. Ariana's not in. Oh, this is so hard. I want for it to happen, but I don't think it's going to. So, I've got a lot of people who followed here tonight. Join me. We're going to have a whole bunch of adventures going forward. I am doing my Mario Kart franchise playthrough. That's where I play every single game in order on original hardware. I'm taking a little bit of a detour with Mario Kart Tour, but that's okay. I'll come back and circle around to this and play more of it when the time comes. I also intend to play the arcade game. Unfortunately, the move had to happen prior to the arrangement I had with the arcade, which was going to be actually filming in an arcade with the actual arcade machine. That'll probably happen. Little Danny's not sure if he's going to get the subscription or not. I don't know either. I'm not really sure what it entails. I mean, hey, how's it and it's Galaxy. It's Galaxy 71. Thank you so much for that follow, and I really do look forward to hanging out with you more in the future. All of you, you're always welcome to lurk here. You're always welcome to be here. You're always welcome to just be a part of my life and this stream. So yeah, man, I don't know. We're gonna give this a couple more tries here before we go, in the hopes that maybe something will happen. But I don't think it was meant to be. To the title screen. Are we going to go to the title screen? Not yet. Still 12%. Ariana says, I can't wait for future streams to catch. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I will catch you all then about 8:30 or 9 today, I guess, technically. Oh, oof. That'll be in the evening, 8:30 or 9. Nathan just finished the tutorial. Oh my gosh. It's Galaxy, so what character are you going to use the most? I don't know. Just keep refreshing the title screen. Oh, constantly? Okay. Alright, we're just gonna do this a whole bunch of times. See what happens. I'm so nervous. If this could work, that would be amazing. If it doesn't work, it's been a good night. Okay. 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Alas, was not meant to be. Okay, my friends. As always, do good, be well. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye. Happy Mario Karting. Just want to get to. I want to play the game. We're just not gonna let me play the game. I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. Why?